what a podcast really gives you is on-demand audio that is tailored for the listener. And you can find it talking about anything from almost anybody around the world. Hi, I'm Grant Rutter. I'm a podcast producer at NBC, and we're here on the historical Universal lot on the set of The Good Place. So in my position, I've established the NBC Podcast Network, and I develop, produce, and distribute podcasts for the network. It's a big job. I started at NBC in 2012 as an NBC page on the old Burbank lot. From there, I went to different offices around the network, from legal to digital ad sales into international TV. I got to see a huge scope of the company, and now here I am as a podcast producer. So I wanted to cover people's real-life jobs on a show, and I think that is something that people have a real thirst for.
Guys, before we begin, let's talk about last week's episode, Don't Let the Good Times Pass You By, or what we've been whispering about for months as The Fight.
The Fight. For the most part, I travel around with a mobile kit, which almost looks like I'm going to the airport. And with that, we have all of our equipment. You have to be a mobile podcast studio, going around LA, and not knowing where you're going to end up. Today, we will be recording some voiceover for the Days of Our Lives podcast. Coordinating 4 or 5 different schedules around talent is an extreme challenge. So for me, the highlight in this role is when everybody gets in the room and I hit the record button. In 3, 2. The ingredients for making a really good podcast really is just being smart. You have to know who your audience is truly, and the Good Place audience is a great example of that. I believe that they are a podcast listening audience, and I believe that they're really looking for something deeper. The success of the podcast is really a treat. I mean, at this point, we are into millions of downloads and listens, and almost every week there's a different article referencing the podcast or about the podcast. It's fantastic. A bit of advice I give all the time is to always take a meeting. You never know if it's going to help you out today, tomorrow, it could be in 2 years, but always take a meeting because you never know what could come of it.